G'day Year 7s. Here we are, another video, some more maths to learn. I reckon we get into it, try and get through this as quick as you can. I know I say that a lot and then it ends up taking a little bit longer, but anyway, we'll keep trying. That's all we can do in life is try, try, try. Okay, we are up to exercise 8E, which is stem and leaf plots, which is a little bit different. You may not have come across these before. Basically, a stem and leaf plot, it's just another way another method, I suppose, to try and display, as it says here, another method, another way to display data and numerical data. Just another way to write it down, another way to display it, so then you can use, sort of orders it a little bit differently, I suppose, but it can be used to, again, get bits and pieces of data that you want. Like you can still probably, calculate medians and, all that summarizing stuff. You can do that and still identify bits of data in there. You're able to group the data, I suppose, a little bit differently as well. All right, so it is just another way to just sort of display the data that you have. Now the way a stem and leaf plot works is that you split them into a stem, and the stem is always the first digit or digits, I suppose. Can be more than one digit, and the leaf is the last digit. All right, so in the example here, the number 7 would be written as 0 because there's no tens in front or hundreds or anything like that. So our stem is 0 and our leaf is 7. Okay. If the number if you have a number 31, then 3. So the first digit in this case is our stem, and our leaf is the single unit, so the 1. Okay. So generally, what you're going to find is that the single unit is always going to be a leaf, and any number in front of it is going to be a stem. Generally, that's the way it works, and we won't sort of get into too much detail with that, but that's generally how it works. So 7, like I said, is 0, 7, 31 is 3 on the stem, 1 as the leaf, 152, okay, so the 1 and the 5 would be your stem, okay, and the 2 is your leaf, all right. And just say if I threw another one in there of, I don't know, 1,352, okay, you'd have 1, 3, 5. Whoops, that's again really poor. 1, 3, 5, and the leaf being the 2 there. Okay, so the leaf is always the last digit. Okay, and the stem is the whatever is before that last digit. Okay, so there's some examples there which you can put into your note-taking sheet. All right, leaves are always aligned vertically. Okay, so this way. All right, so leaves are aligned that way. Listed in ascending order as you move away from the stem. All right, so if for instance we had some other numbers here, and I'm just going to get rid of that arrow, just say if we had, as well as 31, we might have had 33, we might have had 38 and a 39, for instance. Okay, we don't have to write the 3 every time. So for all these numbers, you've got 31. Then we can write the next one after that for 33 is just the 3 after the 1 here. So we've got 31, we've got a 33, we've got a 38. And then we've got a 39. Okay, so that's how they're written. So they're written vertically, but they go in ascending order. So from lowest to highest as you move away and to the right, I suppose, of your little table that you draw when you draw a stem and leaf plot. And that's exactly how it looks. So you draw a table like this: stem on one side, leaf on the other. Then arrange your stem numbers on the left and your leaves on the right. Okay, so yeah, if you had 31, 33, 38, and 39, that would be how you would write it. Okay. Another little bit of info, you don't have to worry about it too much, but any outliers can be identified pretty easily by looking at the lowest value or highest value to see if they are how far away they are from the other numbers. Okay, so we did look at outliers in, I think, the first video or two. So it's that data that's very different and separate from most of your data, the bulk of your data, and they're fairly easy to identify because you can sort of identify the highest and lowest values and how far away they are from all the other numbers. Okay, but not a big deal about that one. All right, let's get into an example. All right, so knowing that information, all right, I'm not going to go through anymore. Knowing that information, I want you to have a go at this example that is in your note-taking sheet. So sheet, not sheep, note-taking sheet. Average daily temperature shown for some countries. Okay, so you have this in your note-taking sheet. So I want you to go through and answer each of these questions. All right, so write out the temperatures in a list to begin with. Then how many countries' temperatures are represented? What are the minimum and maximum temperatures? What is the range of temperatures? We've done range, bit of summarising data. And what is the median temperature recorded? Okay, so the middle score. All right, so I want you to pause this now and go off and using that stem and leaf plot, I want you to go through and answer those questions. All right, off you go. Okay, welcome back. Hopefully you've done things the right way and gone off and answered these questions on your own. So write the temperatures in a list. So very simply, we've got a stem and a leaf here. So this number here would be written as 13. Okay, then we've got 16, and that actually happens twice. I hope I've got enough room to fit these in. So 13, 16, 16. Then I've got 20, and I've got 20 happening twice, so 2, 0 and 2, 0. So 20 and 20, you write both of them out. Whoops. You've got 21 and then 22. Okay, 21 and 22. I reckon I might run out of room here. 25 and 25. Whoops. Let's try that one again. So 25 happens, oops, twice. Then we're up to 26, 28 and 29. So 26, 28, 29. And I'm going to end up going under here and then 30 and 32. Okay, so 30, 3 and 0, and then 3 and 2 gives me the 32. So that's what you should have had, hopefully in one straight line. I'll try and do that. Yeah, so we've got 13, 16, 16, 20, 20, 21, 22, 25, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30 and 32. Okay, hopefully that's what you had. How many countries' temperatures are represented? Well, you can either count all these guys or you can just count the leaf. That's all you need to do is count the leaf side of things if you want to work it out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there are 14 countries represented with their various temperatures. And we could count these as well, but you can also just count the leaves and get your score. What are the minimum and maximum temperatures? Well, the minimum temperature is 13, which we have here and also identified here. Okay. And our maximum, again, 32, or also here. So 32 is our maximum. So I should write that minimum and maximum. I should that right? Actually, I'll do that. Let's do it properly. Let's model the right thing to do. So our minimum temperature is, what do we say, 13 degrees Celsius. Our max temperature, what do we say, is 32 degrees Celsius. Let's do it right. Model it correctly. What is the range of temperatures recorded? Well, we've got a minimum and maximum here. So very simply, 32 minus 13, which gives us, is that 19 degrees? Is our range? Celsius is our range. 32, let's take away 12 plus 1 more is 19. Okay, so 19 degrees Celsius is our range. So our highest temperature, our highest score, then subtracting our lowest score. 32 take 13, so our highest score, subtracting our lowest score. And then our median score. So how many scores do we have? 14. So let's do our little sum up here. 14 plus 1 divided by 2, which is 15 divided by 2, which is 7.5. Oops. So our score is between 7 and our 7th and 8th score. So again, I could use this here, but let's get used to using our stem and leaf plot. So there's our smaller score and work in ascending order, working from left to right, and we work out where our 7th and 8th scores are. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So there's our median score. So it's 22. It's not 2 and 5, remember, it's 22 and 25. This might be a bit squishy, but let's have a go. So 22 plus 25, divide that by 2, okay, which equals, what's that, 47, divide by 2, and that gives us 23.5 degrees Celsius is our median score. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense to you. All right, so that's using your stem and leaf plot. Very easy to, it's nicely arranged. It's very easy to write down your data that you've got. It's easy to find some summary data out of the way it's presented. So it's quite simple. All right, next question. And again, you're going to do this on your own note-taking sheets. Is you need to represent this data as a stem and leaf plot. So what do you think the first thing you need to do is? Hopefully you're all screaming at the top of your lungs. You need to write it in ascending order, Mr. O'Donnell. Okay, so I'll do that part with you. So let's write these in ascending order to begin with. So I've got 10. So I've got that one. We've got a 16 here. Get rid of that one. We've got a 23. Looks like that's our next score. So 23 is the next smallest one. Then a 25. Then what have we got? 31, 34. Oh, we've got a 27, so that can go next. Could write that. Then we can go in the 30, so we've got 31. Then we've got 33 by the looks of it. Then we've got two 34s, 34 and 34, so we've got to write both those guys down. Then we've got two 36s. So write both those guys down also. Then we've got a 37. Okay, so what I want you to do again is pause this video. I want you to go off and draw up your own stem and leaf plot. Then come back and we'll check it out and compare. All right, off you go. Okay, welcome back, and look, magic. Got my own stem and leaf plot table already drawn up. How did that happen? Pretty freaky, eh? Anyway, enough with the magic, we're doing maths. All right, so we've got our scores. Hopefully you drew up your stem and leaf plot looking like this, and then we're just going to go through and arrange our data into this stem and leaf plot. Okay, so looking at our data, we've got 10, 16. Okay, so in the scores in the 10, so straight away I can go, right, I can write a 1 there, and then we write our leaf numbers now, which is the last digit after each of them, after it, so you'd have a 0 and a 6. That easy. Okay, so they're done. Then we've got a heap of 20s. Okay, so 2 is going to be my stem, and then my leaf is going to be the single unit digit at the end. So 23, so 3, 5 and 7 in this case. 3, 5 and 7. Okay, so 23, 25 and 27. Next one we've got 30s for the rest of them. So my stem is going to be my 3. And then all I need to do is write each of the single units at the end of each one. So 31 is done, 33, ascending order, moving from left to right, 34 twice, so I'm going to write the 4 twice because they both need to be represented. It's not just one score, it's 2. 36 happens twice, so 6 and 6, they can go, and then 37. And that's it, that easy. Okay, really, really simple. Yeah, so that's it. Hopefully your table looks exactly like that. If not, hopefully you have understood what you have done wrong and you are sort of working to correct it. All right, I'll leave you that. And on that note, just another very quick joke. What do you call a fake noodle? You'd call it an imposter. Imposter? 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 Funny? Maybe not. Anyway, that's all. All right. So hopefully you understand your stem and leaf plots. Yeah, get all the information down your note-taking sheet, and then you're ready to rock and roll. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.